Salutation, darlings. Azurwing here, returning to the stars in Honkai Star Rail. Last time we helped our boy. What's his name? Oh, Dan Hung. We helped Dan Hung in his whole inhibitor arc. I keep expecting him to have a tail. I genuinely don't know why. Braid error 404s. But for the most part, on the jungle. Head like a sword. Original appearance. A letter of unknown origin. I have learned of your return to your home, how you upended the ancient seas and saved your world from danger. I am sure it has recovered your forgotten memories. In accordance with our old vow, we should once again roam our lands of past and drink in celebration and recount our great adventures.
Upend the ancient sea and return to old ground. It's a letter for Don Hung, but who is it from? I should ask the conductor.
I will say, I do have a very... I'm not going to call it a bad habit. I just have a habit of ignoring Honkai Star Rail. If I had a nickel for every star, if I had a nickel for every Honkai game I ignored, I would have 2 nickels. I would have 2 nickels. Companion mission, yes. As you can see, I basically ignore all. I think I've done like 2 companion missions, but we're doing this feature market.
Did you hear about our next stop? It's a world called Penacony. I hear it's a beautiful, dreamy place. I'm so excited, but Pom Pom said the banquet we were invited to is still a little ways off. What can I do to pass the time? Huh? Is that my phone? Must be the group chat.
So it is. Bronya, can you read this message, Express Crew? Hey, Bronya, long time no see. You missing so much. I was worried that you couldn't receive messages. I know you're busy, so I'll keep it short. Short. Oh gosh. Let's see. Recently, I've been working on preparing this Woven Festival. It's a traditional Billabong festival. The standard celebration for this festival has been suspended for years due to fragmentum and the lockdown. But Billabogians, that's an adorable. Billabogians now really need a heated celebration to lift their spirits. Sure. So if you have time, I'd like to invite you to witness what you've achieved. Me too. Festivals and celebrations are right up my alley. It'd be great if you can come. Everyone's been missing you. Has Dan Hung been busy these days? He hasn't sent me a message in chat. He's all up in his room recently. I guess he's turned off all his devices. I'll check it out for you. Thank you much. I'm looking forward to seeing you all at the Solar Festival. And yes, Bronya, us March 7th, and Dan Hung.
That Don Hung. He can't just ignore Branya.
Bronya?
Let's go to his room and talk to him.
Alright. Oh, you can hear it here too. That's his room. His March's room. Welk's room. Hope it's clean this place then. Goodness gracious. Danan.
Donhung, Rania just sent all of us a message. Did you see it yet?
Yes, I saw it.
Then why didn't you reply? Rania's a good friend of ours.
I'm sorry. I'm just not in the mood for idle chat. There's been a lot weighing on my mind since the Lofu. It was tough on the spirit.
All the more reason to go off and have some fun.
Donhung, I'm the one who should be sorry. I was being too pushy. You're right. You went through a lot on the Xianzhou.
So why not come with us for a change of scenery?
No thanks. I'll be staying on the Express. It's great that Belobog is able to host a celebration. I hope your trip goes well. Say hi to our friends for me.
Okay. Rest up. You're going to miss the next Trailblaze expedition.
For sure, for sure.
I'll be there next time.
It's a promise.
He won't budge, huh? Looks like it's just the two of us then. Pity. He's gonna miss out. We never get the chance to go on a stress-free adventure.
Stress-free for us, stress-free for the planet.
Don't get yourself all worked up. If Eurillo 6 is strong enough to withstand a Stellaron, it'll be just fine. If only Himeko could come with us.
Should we ask Mystery?
Maybe not. He's still wheezing from the trouble we got into on the Xianzhou. You didn't notice? At his age, he might not appreciate the extra excitement.
Did you just call Milt old? Wow,
Why don't we go ask Himeko to tag along? She might be up for an adventure. You've been on the Express for a while now, but you've never gone on a trip with Himeko before, right? Well, now's your chance.
We will see. Come with me, take the journey.
Hey, March. That's a big smile on your face. What's the good news?
Himeko, there's a celebration coming up on Eurillo 6, organized by the Supreme Guardian, and we're invited to go take in the sights and sounds.
Yep.
Donhung won't be going anywhere for a while. He's still resting up, so wanna come with us? I mean, considering how you helped us out with Cocolia, I'm sure Branya would be happy to see you.
So that explains the grin. You're excited about the celebration. Thanks for the invite, but I'm afraid my hands are full right now. Please send my regards to the Supreme Guardian. Make the most of the festivities. You've earned it. You two and Donhung did help save Eurillo 6 after all. I'll be sure to join you guys next time.
No, it's a promise.
Navigators really do have their plates full, huh? Seems like it's just you and me this time. Let me go pack some stuff for the trip first. Come and find me when you're ready to set off.
I've got a lot going on right now, but I'll try to make it next time. I'm sure you'll have a great time. Don't forget to send my regards to the Supreme Guardian while you're there.
Aww. So yes, looks like Mom's not coming with us this time. Oh my god.
So, what do you think about my new dress? Pretty neat, right?
Very. Very fancy.
It's been sitting in my wardrobe collecting dust for far too long, but now I finally got the chance to wear it. This kind of event doesn't come around every day. Why shouldn't I dress for the occasion? You're not really gonna wear that same old outfit, are you?
I think it's like all we have.
Let's just pretend I never said anything. As long as one of us is making an effort.
March, I'm fairly certain it's all I have. I've also never seen our bedroom here.
Pajamas, hot water bottle, pom-pom doll. That should be everything. Let's go.
I've
Wow,
always
that was
loved.
fast. Don't you have anything you want to bring with you?
Why are you bringing pom poms though?
Well, I thought since Pom-Pom can't leave the Express, bringing a doll with us is kind of like taking them trailblazing. I was just taking a look at Mr. Yang's records, and it seems like Eurillo 6's average temperature has warmed up quite a bit. It's much warmer than it was on our first trip there. I wouldn't call it livable just yet, but things are looking up. I'm so happy for Branya and Zila. Ready to go? What? All right, Salope.
I'm trying to think.
Ready to go?
You bet.
Bellabot?
Bellabog, here we go.
Galabog. 700 years. It's never too late to pick up the tab.
Oh, brr! How do people living in all this snow celebrate anything? Oh, one thing's for sure, though. Where there's a celebration, there's bound to be food, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait a sec. That person over there, that doesn't look like a Silvermane Guard uniform. All in black. Surely they're not IPC on this world? Am I going crazy?
What are they do? IPC?
Terrestrial Peace Corporation. Who
Right.
else? The one whose insignia is pretty much everywhere? That IPC. You still don't remember? Oh, what about Findy? That's one of their products. Oh, and the Interastral Peace broadcast. You know the one always being played on the Express? Never mind, it's not that important. The important question is, what are the IPC doing on Eurillo 6? There's only one way to find out. Let's go ask. I've always found IPC staff easy to talk to. Hi, do you work for the Interastral Peace Corporation? Or are you just dressing fancy today?
I?
Boss, encounter with 2 unknowns. Want me to take them out? Over.
To take us out?
Take them out? Just hang tight for a second. I'm on my way. Don't do anything stupid.
Well.
Glad to make your acquaintance. I'm Topaz, an investment expert from the Interastral Peace Corporation. I'm here on Eurillo 6 for a special business assignment. You'll have to forgive my colleague here. People skills aren't his strong suit. Please don't take it to heart.
Phew! You scared the life out of me! We're here for the celebrations. We're not looking for more conflicts. Oh, right. We should probably introduce ourselves. I'm March 7th, a passenger of the Astral Express. You may have heard of it? And this is my friend and fellow passenger.
Hello, Miss Arwing.
No kidding. I could tell you weren't locals from a mile away, but I didn't expect to run into 2 nameless here. Fate is such a curious thing. I heard that Eurylo 6 only stepped out of the Stellaron's shadow thanks to the direct intervention of the Trailblazers. Surely you two aren't.
That's us. Yeah. We may have helped out a bit.
So humble all of a sudden, huh? Are you feeling all right? Should I call a doctor?
I never imagined I'd run into living legends here. Must be your lucky day, huh, Numby?
Wow, Miss Topaz. You're really young for an IPC executive. That's impressive.
More good luck, I suppose. But it's not as cushy as you think. Scurrying from one side of the galaxy to the other. Going wherever businesses require me to be.
Huh. Your job sounds pretty similar to the express cruise. Aside from the business, I guess. Oh, Branya moves fast. The crisis is only just over and she's already opened talks with the IPC.
These talks aren't exactly what you might expect. But I have to agree. The Supreme Guardian definitely knows how to govern a city. That's the reason I'm here on Eurylo 6, to meet with her. Miss March, you said you were on your way to Belobog festivities, right? My apologies for delaying you both.
Don't be sorry. It's not like we're in a rush. Wanna come to the city with us? The snow plains are freezing, and it's easier than you think to get lost out here.
Thanks for the concern, but I'll manage. It's my first time on this world. I'd like to take it in its vast, iconic snowscape for just a little longer. Who knows? Maybe we'll cross paths again during the celebrations. Oh, here's my contact information. I don't usually respond during work hours, but I'd be happy to chat off the clock.
Wow, I actually managed to get an IPC executive's phone number without even trying. As if anyone would ever believe that.
You two make a cute pair. Anyway, I'd better be on my way. See you next time.
Bye.
The universe is huge, yet we somehow stumbled onto the same path. Fate truly works in mysterious ways, don't you think? Come on, let's head into the city.
I will say, the more I play so much Genshin, that I low-key forget about Star Rail sometimes.
Wow, there are people everywhere. Are you sure we're in Belobog? And now to check out the main event, the food. Come on, keep up.
It feels a bit busier.
Is that Payla? Looks like she's teaching the kids again. So cool. Next, I'll be introducing the history of the museum. Everyone listen carefully, okay? Belobog's History and Culture Museum was founded 600 years ago and was originally built to memorialize Supreme Guardian Alyssa.
So hungry. I wish I could have a red sunset salmon right now.
It was built to memorialize Supreme Guardian Alyssa Rand. Also, guess what? I heard there's gonna be a Silvermane adventure camp opening in the overworld soon. It's gonna be super awesome. Also, those who sacrificed their lives in the war against the invaders 700 years ago.
Miss Payla, Peter's falling asleep.
Alright, sorry.
enough. From now on, no whispering aloud. If you don't want to have any homework later, you'd better start listening. Sorry, Miss Payla. That's better. Now, where was I? Oh, I never knew Payla had a strict side.
I guess we're just a soft spot for her. Don't mind me, I'm fiddling with something on my end.
Take a look. Can I get one? Please?
The line's so long.
Formation. Howdy.
Ta-da! Guess who's back?
It's you two. Welcome back to Belobog.
Hello!
The Supreme Guardian mentioned there'd be mystery guests attending the Soulworm celebrations, but I didn't think it'd be the Express crew. I hope you had a smooth journey. I should have dispatched Silvermane guards to welcome you on arrival. My apologies.
Aw, it's fine. You really don't have to apologize. We're just passing through. It's no big deal.
Understood. I hope you both enjoy the festivities. Please make sure you keep your personal belongings safe. Pickpockets tend to take advantage of events like this. We'll be performing additional patrols.
Got it. We'll get out of your way then. Bye.
Yep, cities
Bye
be
for
like
now.
that. Ah yes, thieves always doing their best to ruin events and whatnot. Serval.
Hey, quick! Serval's about to start sing.
About to start.
Thanks, everyone! Hope you're ready for a great show! Let's get started!
Serval! Serval!
Heartbeats will shake me.
So rules can't break me.
Crank this.
Oh, I did not mean to.
Phew. Who'd have thought just taking a stroll could be so tiring? Say, I think we should probably pay Branya a visit. After all, she was the one who invited us here.
True.
Or we could go check out some other fun stuff elsewhere. Your call. Say, I think we should, or we could. Looks like things are getting heated. I think we'd better get out of here.
Heartbeats will shake me.
So rules can't break me.
Crank the sound and let your soul be free. The lightning strikes riding off the wall. Let yourself fall into it all.
All right. Where? There it is. I need to turn my fan down a bit.
Yet again.
All right.
You know what I need.
Everyone knows about the lines encounter, hip and blunders. So the glass, so much going on. I consider knowing too much. What are you guys talking about? Alright, let's go catch up with Bronya. I wonder if Silo will be there. No, not quite.
I understand the difficulties that this world is facing, Supreme Guardian. Belobog's current financial burden cannot be pinned on you, nor anyone else for that matter. However, objectively speaking, since Belobog has existed as an independent entity to this day, its debt cannot simply be written off. Oh, it looks like we have some visitors.
Bronya! And Topaz? You're here too? I guess you've already started your business talks. We'll get out of your way if...
It's no bother. We've pretty much wrapped things up already anyway. Please consider my plans carefully, Supreme Guardian. If Eurilo 6 wants to rebuild its connections with the rest of the galaxy, your credit record with the IPC will be of great importance.
You've made yourself clear, Miss Topaz. I'll require some time to consider my next course of action.
Naturally. However, while you're deliberating, my colleagues will need to carry out some operations in Belobog. I hope that your subjects in the underworld are cooperative. I'm sorry our business got in the way of a reunion with old friends. I'll get out of your way.
Not sure what I think of Topaz.
Is everything alright, Bronya? I didn't know Miss Topaz was so... intense. She seemed nice when we met her.
Was it a farce?
It's good to see you two again. Welcome back to Belobog. I planned a special reception, but I had to deal with an unexpected guest. The lady you just witnessed, she claims to represent the IPC. There's no need to keep either of you in the dark. To tell the truth, I have too much weighing on my mind right now to even think about the Saltworm Festival.
What exactly did Miss Topaz say to you? If you don't mind.
Since you've already made her acquaintance, I needn't explain who she is. I'm sure you've heard pieces of Belobog's history the first time you visited. The Legion's invasion 700 years ago, how the Stellaron brought about the Eternal Freeze. It seems that much of Belobog's history from that time was buried deep beneath the snow.
Oh?
Those memories were lost and weren't passed down to the subsequent generations of Supreme Guardians. Topaz shared with me the story of the Stellaron's descent upon Eurilo 6. How the original outsiders stationed here foresaw the impending disaster and chose to leave in large numbers. Among those outsiders were several investors from the Interastral Peace Corporation. Before they departed, they did something noteworthy. They sought out architects who refused to leave, those who insisted on defending their homes. The IPC provided these architects with significant funds to aid them against the coming disaster. It was with those funds that Belobog was able to construct its immense walls. Even the initial funding for the development of the first batch of automatons was drawn from the same pool.
Wow, that's a pretty incredible story. So, does that mean Topaz's business here is to collect a debt from Belobog?
That hardly seems fair.
Yes, I'm afraid so.
That's ridiculous! And what's with the timing? What took them so long to get here? If it wasn't for us eliminating the Stellaron, they'd have nothing to collect. It's obvious they're just trying to take advantage.
According to her account, The repayment period agreed upon by the architects and the IPC investors was 280 years. However, less than a century after the loan was taken out, the connection between Yarillo 6 and the rest of the galaxy was completely severed.
Weird.
The IPC deemed that the disaster had caused irreparable damage and that there was no civilization left to reclaim the debt from. As such, they considered the owed sum permanently lost. It wasn't until the Stellaron crisis was resolved that the IPC discovered that Belobog had survived.
Honestly, as far as I'm concerned, that's their loss. Like, what the hell?
And that's when they sent Topaz over to collect the debt.
You know what? He's a debt collector.
And the interest.
Sheesh. What happens if you don't pay it in time?
The debt owed is an astronomical amount. I don't even know how to read such a long string of numbers. Before you both arrived, Topaz warned me that if the payments were delayed, the IPC would give her the authority to employ strong measures.
Oh, I had no idea things were like this. Here I was thinking the IPC had come to rebuild Belobog, not extort it.
Looks like we'll have to intervene. I doubt Belbugs can do this on their own.
We need to figure out how to help them. The IPC is too big and powerful. Even if Bronya steps in, it'll be hard for her to resolve the situation.
You seem to have a deeper knowledge of the Interastral Peace Corporation than I do. But if the records are accurate, and they truly have a presence throughout the galaxy, the IPC could crush Belobog like a bug if they wanted to. I'm glad you're both here. I know you came for the festival, but now...
Hey, we'll always help a friend.
Now, I must ask you and the Astral Express for help. Do you think you could persuade Topaz to reevaluate the situation? The Express's reputation precedes it. Perhaps there's still hope?
Whatever it takes.
Have no fear, Bronya. When a friend's in need, the Nameless will always be at their side.
Alright. Let's go have a chat with Topaz.
Yeah. After all, this girl here is a pretty good negotiator.
Thank you so much, both of you. I'm so sorry for dragging you into more trouble.
No worries.
While you're out looking for Topaz, I'll see if I can think of a strategy to deal with the situation. Best of luck, and stay safe.
Of course. You stay safe yourself, Bronya.
Old friends meet yet again.
Sorry, don't mind me, darlings. Just need to fiddle with a thing real quick. For Bronya, it's like she just became Supreme Guardian, like, what, weeks?
Oh, hey!
Months ago?
I just remembered. Topaz gave me her number.
Right.
We might as well just be direct and ask her where she is. She seems like the type of person who appreciates a straight approach.
Alright, there, Miss Topaz. So, group chat with Topaz, March, and us. Greetings, Director Topaz is currently busy and unable to reply to your message. Please wait. Butterfly surely doesn't reply to message anymore. AI, please tell me. Hello, checking Director Topaz's schedule for you. Currently, string culture. This thing is pretty smart, thank you. Ah, yes.
I apologize for dragging you into Belobog's affairs again. But when faced with an entity as powerful as the IPC, we need all the external help we can get.
Ah, yes, the true villains. Tax collectors.
While you're out looking for Topaz, I'll see if I can think of a strategy to deal with the situation. Best of luck, and stay safe.
Stay safe yourself. She needn't repeat herself. We'll do our best.
Thank you. I believe in you.
Of course. Precious it's a cute flower pot. Some sound. Alright, it's not fake, I'm sorry. Scenery, a bunch of pretty books. Nobody's looking. You crack one of them, browse at random. Empty, and still empty because the ornaments. Thought there's something dolphins go for. How boring, at least you have theory. Take a look at what's left in the closet. It's definitely still in the closet, or rather. There must be otherwise. Why are you spending so much time and energy rummaging through these closets? Ah, yes, why? That seemingly contains. There's nothing there. It's straight up Ronya's eyes. This is bad. Just I found you. You're snooping in here. Just didn't stop you because she cared. No wonder you always feel so. In case of fixating on you. And turn a blind eye. Nothing really? I'm skipped. No need to make it weird. Don't worry, it's not as bad as you think. June's actually just where we receive guys. My work releases elsewhere for the sake of security. After you're not the only one trying to rush the task. If anyone else, they'd be apprehended by this regard. When I got nothing. No, I didn't expect to hear that. That's right, it's good you're here. I've got something for you. This recipe for here. Working be able to read these out. You're always in danger during your time. I might just protect you. Just use it. Don't be hesitant about it. Got a recipe for Venus.
She's at the museum. Let's get going. We better think about what we're gonna say. She might be young, but she is an IPC executive. She's definitely no pushover.
Congratulations, you get to interact with the government. IPC guards. This place is normally so hoppin'. Hip hoppin', non-stoppin'. Are they going to try to take some of their cultural artifacts? Because I put time and effort into this museum. 600 years. Personal evaluation. I felt a rage that I would. Ma'am, you are not part of the British Museum. Cease your appraisals.
Oh, it's you two again. This is the third time today we've run into each other.
Cherish the moment.
Why, of course I will. Meeting friends from the Astral Express is always a moment worth cherishing. What do you make of this painting? I'm no expert, but just from the artist's strokes, I can tell it's no ordinary piece. It portrays a certain kind of sorrow, you know? Not your everyday kind of sadness. It runs much deeper than that. It's as if the artist had condensed history into one poignant but sorrowful image. The artist's brushwork depicts several generations' hardships.
Seems like you know your art.
Not at all. The analysis of an aficionado. I wouldn't take my word for it. The Express has visited many worlds. I'm sure the Nameless have a far greater knowledge of such things than myself. I suppose what I'm trying to say is, what I'm drawn to isn't the style in which a piece is painted, but its overall value. Its intrinsic value may only be 50,000 credits, but its added value might push the total up to 200,000.
Sorry for crashing your artist party, but we came to talk to you about something else.
Yes, unfortunately.
Oh? A collaboration between our two sides, perhaps?
Not exactly. Actually, we...
Let's walk and talk. This way.
She does not seem to understand the situation.
Most exhibits in this museum are of little value.
God damn.
But with a keen eye, it's possible to find a diamond in the rough, so to speak.
Miss Topaz, Branya's already told us about Belobog's debt situation.
Oh. You two are closer than I expected with her.
Oh?
So, how can I help? Not sure in the arrangement, or...
Help me out here. You know I'm not good at this kind of thing.
You can express it. We want to ask it for a favor on behalf of Branya.
I see. I understand. From your point of view, I can see how unreasonable it appears. However, you must understand that debt collection is a big part of my job. I've dealt with cases far more difficult than Belobog's.
Really?
I appreciate each case has its difficulties, but if I treated every late debtor as a special case, the galaxy's economy would come to a grinding halt.
What a heartless way of saying things. Yes, and what if... But let's try to keep to the point. What if it can't be repaid?
The Strategic Investment Department is well versed in handling such situations. We can offer the debtor various repayment solutions. But Eurilla 6 has far exceeded the allotted repayment period. I'm afraid milder solutions aren't the order of the day. So, I proposed to Branya. Oops, almost gave away trade secrets there, didn't I? That was a close one.
Aww.
The exhibits here are pretty ordinary. I estimate they're probably not worth much. Let's keep moving.
So you're basically saying the Belabogians must pay off their ancestors' debts.
When you think about it, it's just another part of the cycle of life.
I'm not sure it's as poetic as that.
Wow, look! Is that little critter native to Eurilla 6? It's so white. bright and fluffy. Where can I find a live one?
You like animals?
I absolutely adore them. Have you guys met Numby yet? Oh, where'd they go? They must be off playing somewhere. Come to think of it, this little guy is on display here probably means it's already extinct, right?
So, Miss Topaz, what exactly will it take for the IPC to go easier on Belobog? Branya invested so much just to make this world a little better. And now, it feels like all of her efforts will be undone in the blink of an eye. It's just so cruel.
What do you take the IPC for, Miss March? We're just the same as Belobog's architects. We're all followers of the preservation. No matter what solutions we propose, we will always take the welfare of the people of Belobog into consideration. Otherwise, we'd be no different from the Legion, would we?
So you're saying there's nothing to worry about? But Branya...
Don't worry yourself too much. The Supreme Guardian is a wise person. She'll understand.
I disagree.
But, to answer your question directly, it'd take a miracle. I'll complete the Arillo 6 project no matter what obstacles I encounter.
God damn.
This isn't going as planned. What should we do?
I wouldn't waste too much energy on this matter. Why not make the most of the festive atmosphere?
Oh yes, go celebrate, even though you know your friend's entire planet is hanging in crippling debt.
Oh, looks like one of my colleagues is after me. My apologies, but I should probably take this. Bye!
So, what now? We spent ages trying to convince her and she didn't move an inch.
I didn't promise it.
Well, yeah, but she'll be really disappointed.
So, let's create a miracle.
I guess Miss Topaz is just doing her job. And as far as the Express is concerned, I think it'd be unwise to make the IPC our enemy. All these vested interests. So hard to undo any of it. They teach this stuff in school. Wait, did I even go to school? Did someone send you a message?
What do you mean? No? Heard you're back in Belobog. Give me a shout when you have a minute. It's urgent. What's going on? A bunch of rascals came down the underworld, took over the Great Mine by force. I asked Ronya what to do, and she told me not to mess with them for the time being. Alright. That's right, it's probably best not to mess with them. Too late, Wildfire and some Marine guards already engaged with them, but the districts have super advanced festive weapons with reactive damage. We can't handle them. Sending an SOS because I'm running on days. In there, we're on our way.
Huh? The IPC are causing trouble in the underworld? Already? Seriously? Topaz was just talking about taking the welfare of the people of Belobog into consideration. Now they're pulling this stunt? You really can't trust these money-hungry IPC suits for a minute.
Let's go save the day again.
Again? I don't think I have it in me to play the hero today.
Ah.
I guess complaining won't get us anywhere. Let's go lend them a hand.
Yes, let's go march.
All remains as it did yesterday.
Alright, let's see.
Sheila!
Hey! Am I glad to see you two here? I'm not sure how much longer we can hold out.
No kidding. Anyone hurt?
Nobody's been seriously hurt, but a few wildfire members got minor injuries. Fortunately for us, it seems like they were holding back. Their weapons and automatons are much stronger than anything we have.
Oh boy.
You see those two in black? They've been guarding the mine entrance. They're not letting anyone in or out. Hey, just because you have fancy equipment doesn't mean you can bully us. Who do you think you are? What's the matter? Got nothing to say?
What's going on inside the mine? Any ideas?
A few miners made it out earlier. They looked pretty panicked. They said the whole mine had been seized by the people in black.
The mine is literally required for Jarello 6 to continue to survive. No, not Trello 6. Bellabog. So, this...
These uninvited guests keep talking about asset evaluation, whatever that means. All I know is that they're seriously disrupting the lives of the Underworlders.
We'll handle this.
Do you think Topaz is around here somewhere? Maybe her cronies are acting without her authorization.
As much as I wish.
The person you're talking about, are they in charge of the people in black? Potaz, Pazto, whatever her name is, she can wait. Right now, the most important thing is to free those trapped in the Great Mine. Are you two with me?
Of course. Alright, I'm trying to fix something that's making sure it doesn't break on me.
Old friends, meet yet again.
Hey, you two! Cat got your tongue or something? If you knew what was best for you, you'd get out of my way.
You guys must be exhausted standing here all day. How about you take a little lunch break? I'm sure the IPC allows that, right?
Seriously, go get some lunch.
What's their deal?
You two were talking to the director in the snow plains.
So it's you! You're the one who was threatening to take us out in the snow plains! Do you even know who you're talking to? If your boss knows to treat us with respect, you'd better start showing some yourself.
I can't let you pass. My team leader said that if anyone gets through, I'll lose 6 months of performance bonuses.
Sheesh.
Team leader? You're even lower on the pecking order than I thought.
Shut up! I spent 7 years on a forsaken asteroid preparing to join the IPC. I went through 17 interviews before they finally hired me. What right do you deadbeats have to criticize me?
IPC? Interviews? I don't know what you're rambling on about, but you're really testing my patience. No need to waste our breath on this idiot. Let's do this.
Oh?
Too little. You chose the wrong enemy.
Curious. Performance. Performance. Employee performance warranty stack increases damage.
Stand still.
I'm gonna need to shuffle my team soon.
Heaven surge. Rise!
Relax.
A blade knows no mercy. The fight is set. Bloom. Unnecessary. I'll see you off.
May as well kill them all.
I sense a storm.
Stand still.
I failed to set you.
Didn't hurt.
Alright, taken care of.
That's it? He sure took off quickly.
17 rounds of interviews and these are the best people they can find? What a joke.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I've been warned that the ones in the mine won't go down without a fight. Let's set off when you're ready.
Well, no time like the present. Let's see, is there anything? Oh right, I had randomly got another card. Alright.
Ready for action? It's time to kick the IPC out of the underworld.
Let's go.
Let's get moving. Hello, it's Mr. Svarog, isn't it? And this cute little girl must be Clara.
Hello, miss. Are you...
I'm Topaz. I've come to have a chat with Mr. Svarog.
Clara, go inside and wait for me.
Huh? But if you have a guess, maybe I should...
She is not a guest. Neither is she a friend. Go, Clara. Everything will be fine.
Is she a long-lived species?
So, it seems my source was right. Who would have thought that such a strong bond could exist between a giant robot and a little girl? So heartwarming.
You're so sarcastic.
You bear the insignia of the Interastral Peace Corporation. What is your motive for coming here?
Straight to the point, huh? I like your style. Eurillo 6. Are robots familiar with that term? Anyway, it refers to the planet we're currently standing on. It's about to become the property of the IPC. No one can reverse this outcome. Not you, not the Nameless, nor any power in the galaxy.
I hate the IPC. I went from neutral to hate
I
them.
only care about one thing right now. Demonstrating to the shareholders of the IPC that Eurillo 6 can generate value. In the long run, this is a way, the only way, to ensure Belobog's long-term interests. I need your help to achieve this goal.
Long-term interests undefined. Analyzing objectives. Analysis failed. Tell me, emissary, how do you plan to convince the IPC leadership?
That's simple. I'll show you.
And that is...
Source code. Or to be more precise, source code that is able to take control of all mechanized units in Belobog. I'm sure you're familiar with this. All mechanized units manufactured in Belobog over the last 700 years utilize the underlying systems created by the IPC. The code is so refined that the engineers never saw any reason to change it. I assume you're also aware that there was once a large automaton factory in the underworld. Thousands upon thousands of automatons, enough to crush the Legion's vanguard, lay dormant within. This is my bargaining chip for negotiating with the higher-ups. I'll convince them that Eurilo 6 has a place in the company's long-term strategies. But first, I need a guide to show me where these automatons are buried.
I understand. Your long-term interests can be defined as the survival of civilization at a macro level. What are your intentions for the people currently living here?
Their future has already been purchased. All I can do is make them accept this fact, using a relatively peaceful approach.
I understand. I will assist you with your plan.
Oh, so you're not as stubborn as the rumors suggest.
The future you speak of is beyond my computational range, but my emotional analysis indicates that you are indeed trying to find ways to ensure the survival of this world. Additionally, calculations indicate a 96.4% probability of compliance through force if I refuse to cooperate.
Your calculations are slightly on the conservative side. Here's to our future cooperation. If you wouldn't mind leading the way, Mr. Sparrog.
Oh boy.
All the miners here, huddled together. Anyone else getting deja vu?
Well, the situation here is pretty similar to when you first arrived. It's just that instead of a few thugs and broken robots, now we're dealing with much more formidable adversaries.
Hey, check it out! Isn't that Topaz's little trotter over there? Oh, what was it again? Numby, right?
What? Isn't that thing a fragmentum monster? She's keeping one as a pet?
The IPC are all about their sci-fi sorcery, so it's not that surprising. Wanna go take a look?
Sci-fi sorcery. It's so tiny. Oh!
Sounds like you two are getting along. What's Numby saying?
Topaz isn't here.
Seriously? You actually speak Trotter?
Look, you guys. Looks like it wants to leave.
Oh, looks like they want to find their master. Let's follow them.
Help! Those people dressed in black are attacking us!
Hey, I'm talking to you. Where do you guys store the Geomarrow?
I really don't know anything.
This place is filled with nothing but incompetence.
Those cowards! I guess they want to do this the hard way.
Oh, great.
Oh boy, robots are fighting on their side already.
Heaven surge. Rise.
Your end approaches.
Lance at the ready.
Let's settle this.
Well timed.
knows no mercy. Failed to send you.
I'm on guard.
I'll see you off.
Whittle them down.
Inevitable.
And hopefully.
I will dispatch you. Receive
Hopefully don't
divinity.
get whittled
Not
down
threat.
as well.
Repay.
The strength.
I wonder if it's 808 every time.
The consequences are mine to bear.
Uh-huh. Looks like Numby's in a good mood.
But aren't they on the IPC side? Strange.
Look, that big guy down there. Is he the one in charge?
We'll see who's really in charge. Let's go.
Huh? Where'd Numby go?
Wow, for something so short and stubby, you're surprisingly nimble. Well, guess that's that. We're on our own now. Let's keep going.
Right.
Hey, you! Are you in charge around here?
All local. The IPC is currently conducting asset evaluation work here. Local residents are advised to follow those responsible for evacuation to the...
Don't lie to us! You seized the mine by force for yourself. You drove the locals out of their homes. I'm warning you. Get lost or suffer the consequences. Don't you dare show your face around here again!
And who might you be? You have quite the attitude. This is our jurisdiction now. We are all powerful here.
Topaz just lets you do whatever you want.
You know Topaz? Interesting. It doesn't matter. The Strategic Investment Department has no obligation to talk to anyone not related to this project. In cases where debtors fail to repay within the set time frame, the IPC reserves the right to skip negotiations and take over all assets. We're simply following the rules. What exactly is your problem?
You know, it's funny how the rules always seem to work in your favor, don't you think? This world's been hanging by a thread, and now you're here to pull the plug on it.
Don't blame me. I'm simply following orders. Do you think I get to make those kinds of decisions?
Save your breath, March. I never held out any hope of resolving this problem peacefully.
Wow.
Didn't you claim the IPC was all-powerful? Well, now's the perfect chance to show us what you can do.
If I knew things were gonna get this heated, I'd have applied for overtime. Anyway, since you seem intent on settling this matter with violence, prepare yourselves for my delay for damage.
Barely could understand the dude.
Don't get complacent.
Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
That paradise may be unreachable for me. Savor it for me.
Awaken, world-cleansing dragon.
Eternal sleep is not the end. The dead return! Your end approaches. Fail to send you.
Heaven surge. Break.
settle this.
The strength. Heaven's surge. Rise!
I underestimated you.
Lance at the ready.
What are performance points?
Failed to send you. You.
Hold on. Reduces damage shield by 50%. Apparently we can steal those.
Lance ablaze. Lance forward.
Eternal sleep is not the end. The dead return! That paradise may be. Savor it for me. Receive divinity. Repay.
Awaken thorn scales. World cleansing dragon.
You impede me. Fail to send you. Timed.
I sense a storm. Heaven's surge. Break!
Okay.
That paradise, savor it for me. Timed. Eternal sleep is not. The dead return!
I'm on guard.
The strength. Heaven's surge. Rise! Awaken the world cleansing dragon.
I will dispatch you. The fight is set. Bloom. Unnecessary. Repay. Fail to send you.
The times are changed. Heaven's surge. Break!
Alright. Taken care of.
Who are you people? Not even our tech could take you down.
We took down the Doomsday Beast, the Stellaron, and Fantilia. Did you really think you could stop us?
Darn it. I'm all out of ammo.
Sir, we've just received word from the director.
Director Topaz? What did she say?
Teams are not to disrupt the lives of local inhabitants during the asset evaluation period. Teams that violate this directive will have their year-end bonuses reduced by 60%.
We're done for. Intentional personnel, evacuate the mine immediately. Erase all traces of your presence.
So, are we all good here, or what?
Yeah. Judging by the looks on their faces, I don't think they'll be back. So, who is this Topaz anyway? She seems to have no problem ordering these idiots around. Or taming fragmentum creatures, for that matter.
It's a long story.
Bellabug's in debt.
Debt? What do you mean?
You should probably ask Branya to explain it to you.
Why did this mess have to happen so close to the festivities? The timing couldn't have been any worse.
Okay then.
Oh, looks like we've got a message.
Where are you, Branya? Where are you, Merchant of Zorway? Are you alright? We're in the underworld. The NPCs, people took over the Great Mine. Us and Celia just kicked them out. I see. Your Celia Nothing's going. You guys hurt? Don't worry. Let me handle this. I failed to pursue Topaz. No worries. This wasn't your responsibility in the first place. Just something just happened here, and I can't explain it clearly in the messages. Can you come back to Kolopeth Fort? I must advise you too on this issue.
Huh. I get the feeling Bronya's worried about something. We'd
Mm-hmm.
better go back and see her.
Yes.
Are you coming with us, Zila?
I imagine she'll stick to the underworld to keep an eye out.
Go on without me. I still have stuff to take care of. The miners need to know what happened here.
Mm-hmm.
Bronya messaged you, which means she thinks you can help. I trust her judgment.
Awesome.
Got it, Zila. We'll do what we can to help Bronya out.
Yes.
Come on, to Klipoth Fort.
Hands are busy. I'm a fiddlin' and a whittling.
These guys don't look like thieves.
By order of the Supreme Guardian, proceed no further, Miss Topaz.
Belobog might be in arrears, but I'm out of pocket. See you later, Captain.
Words cannot express my irritation.
Welcome back. I appreciate your help more than I can express. It couldn't have been easy running all over the city.
That's what friends are for, Bronya. You don't sound like yourself. Is something wrong?
That's it.
I'm fine. I haven't rested in a while. There's just too much happening all at once.
Oh, I'm sure we can turn things around. You couldn't have foreseen this.
Perhaps, but the IPC won't wait for me to catch up. They're moving quickly. Belobog is crawling with their agents. All they talk about is asset evaluation. Silver lining is that apart from the mine incident you mentioned, there haven't been any major conflicts in other areas. I suppose Topaz must have issued an order against harassing the citizenry.
Well,
Still, that hasn't stopped panic from building. People are confused. They don't know where these strangers in black came from, nor what their intentions are.
Did you manage to get in touch with Topaz again? We're curious to know what solutions she has in mind.
That's the reason I asked for you to come here. I need your advice. Look.
Very enlightening.
It's...
The contract Topaz sent to me a little while ago. There's a handwritten letter attached. Please, take a look at the contents, and then tell me your thoughts.
Miss Bronya, if you'll permit me to call you that, I'd like to share a story with you from my own life. In your eyes, the IPC may seem heartless or cruel, but in reality, we all have a story to tell. As for myself, I was born on a small, unremarkable planet at the edge of the galaxy, a place whose name is known only to the native inhabitants. My home planet was extremely resource poor. To survive, people worked laboriously, manufacturing products for other civilizations in the galaxy, mostly in chemical or heavy industries. Given these circumstances, the natural environment of my home planet became increasingly harsh. I don't recall the exact moment when it happened, but people started wearing respirators just to walk down the street. All you could hear were the wheezing coughs of the people, day and night. My home was facing its demise. The relatively wealthy chose interstellar migration and started anew. The majority who stayed could only struggle on amidst sewage, acid rain, and dust, waiting for the end. Finally, one fateful day, the IPC arrived on my home planet. They had the technology to repair our planet's damaged environment. In return for their help, they asked for just one thing: that all inhabitants sign a contract which would make them employees of the IPC.
I hate the IPC even more now. You're like, yes, was our planet saving day, and I'm just like, you basically signed you signed your life away. I hate the IPC.
2 years after signing the contract, the dark clouds and haze disappeared, and people began to take off their masks. After 3 years, vegetation and trees began to grow and thrive again. After 5 years, many animals, previously on the brink of extinction, reappeared. When I was finally old enough, I officially became a member of the Strategic Investment Department. I witnessed the changes that took place on my home world, and was determined to bring the same changes to many other worlds in the galaxy that were experiencing the same plight.
That's very cool. Like, it's one thing if people willingly do such a thing. It's another to force people into such a situation.
I am writing to you, Miss Brogna, with the genuine desire to express something important. I know freedom is precious to people, but in reality, there are things of much greater value, such as survival. How many generations of Belabogians will it take to embrace the stars again without assistance? Who can guarantee that every future Guardian will be as prudent and enlightened as you? How can you guarantee that a disaster such as the Stellaron crisis will not descend upon Belobog yet again? I have already negotiated the best possible deal for you. Once you sign this contract, all of Belobog's debts will be forgiven. In addition, the IPC will set up a special team to support the reconstruction of Eurilo 6. I can understand that for you, this is an extremely difficult decision, because you, and you alone, will bear the fate of all Belabogians. But because of this, I believe that you will make the right decision. A decision that will truly benefit your people.
Her words do sound quite sincere. What do you make of it?
She has a way with words.
Yes, she is a high-ranking member of the IPC, after all. She knows how to use words to her advantage. In any case, she wasn't wrong when she said this would be an extremely difficult decision. This planet's fate, the civilization it carries, everything that's happened here and everything that will happen, it all rests in my hands.
They are cruel.
This definitely can't, and shouldn't, be a decision made by me alone.
Perhaps you should gain insight from others first?
That thought has crossed my mind, and it comforts me to hear you say that.
But?
Right. I don't think it's fair for you to carry the weight alone. Why not discuss it with others first?
Topaz hasn't given me much time to consider. She wants me to decide as soon as possible. I wanted to put it to a vote, and let all the citizens of both the overworld and the underworld have their say. But with such little time, I'm afraid that's a lost cause.
Well,
I'll convene the Klapoth Fort architects immediately to discuss the contract. As for the locals, I'd like you to gauge their stance on the matter. The people of Belobog hold both of you in high regard. They'll most certainly be willing to tell you their thoughts.
it's time to race against the clock.
Yes, we need to move fast.
We've got your back. We failed to convince Topaz, but this should be a piece of cake.
Thank you, March. I'll assemble the ministers. Let's meet up here again later.
All right. If we want to make an informed decision, we need to hear from both the overworld and the underworld, right? Let's start with the overworld.
Oh boy.
You know what I mean.
Well, look who we have here! You and Marge paying us a visit. What's the occasion?
Well, normally we'd chat, but
Oh, sounds like something serious is happening. You'd better fill me in. What? How is that possible? I need a moment to wrap my head around this.
Serval, we're racing against the clock. No time for head wrapping.
it's not fair. I know.
It's okay. I've thought it through.
What? Hold on, are you serious? I thought you'd be against it for sure.
She's with her?
Surprised? My reasons are pretty simple. Signing this contract would mean we no longer have to worry about surviving. For most of the residents here, especially those in the underworld, that would be more than enough to persuade them. As for working for the company, people need to work no matter where they are, right? If the IPC tries to take too many liberties, we can always rise up against them.
Right.
You know, I've always longed for the stars since I was a child, which is why I devoted myself to science and the studying of the Stellaron. If someone told me that I could do whatever research I wanted with only a small price to pay, I probably wouldn't hesitate.
I see. I suppose that makes sense. Thanks for your input. I'll make a note of your opinion.
Payla?
We meet again. How have you two been? Uh-oh. That look on your face tells me something's wrong. I hope it's nothing too serious.
I wish I could say.
Sounds serious. I'm all ears.
Well,
Really? You better not be making things up.
you would never dare.
I wish it were made up. Unfortunately, it's all true. We don't have much time, Payla. Branya wants to get everyone's opinion.
Wait, you're telling me I have to make this huge decision on the spot? At least give me a few seconds to think it over. Okay, I think I've got it.
And?
If it were up to me, I'd probably agree to the IPC's conditions.
Huh. Okay. Any particular reason?
I've looked at some of the climate reports, and based on the data I've seen, it'll take 3 or 4 more generations for the snow to completely subside. And that's assuming no other disasters occur. I care more about those in the present than a future I can't be sure of.
Right.
If the IPC is able to bring about immediate change, then I think that's a price well worth paying. Building a better world for future generations sounds great, right? But is it any fun for the engineers and architects who are directly involved in such a pursuit?
I suppose that'll be a question.
I see. So, compared to a distant and uncertain future, what you really care about is making sure the people around you have a good life.
How couldn't you want that?
Thanks for your input. I'll make a note of your opinion.
I don't like the IPC. I will stick to that, but also for us, things are great. Bit inconvenient at times, but otherwise, everything's fine for us. Let's see, who else are we speaking to? This dude. Done.
Is that the Trailblazers? It's been a while. I didn't think you'd be back in Belobog so soon. It's been pretty hectic in the city lately. All these people dressed in black suddenly showed up, and even the Silvermane guards have had trouble dealing with them.
So we've heard. We need your matter on important opinion on.
You need my opinion? I'm happy to help.
Well.
So that's who they are. It's worse than I imagined. The Madam Guardian must be under a lot of pressure. Is there really nothing we can do to assist her?
Unfortunately, not this time.
We're here to gather everyone's opinion on the matter. I know this is a little sudden, but we're running out of time. What's your take?
Why, I'd refuse the contract, of course. There is no room for compromise. Just look at them. Arrogant, stomping around here as if they own the place. How can such people be trusted? Who's to say they won't breach the contract? Faced with this sort of coercion, we must resist them with all our might. Surrendering is not an option. You must warn the Madam Guardian not to allow herself to fall into their trap.
A soldier's perspective is always valuable, Dunn. Thanks for your input. I'll make a note of your opinion.
I'm curious what Japard would say.
Did we miss anyone in the overworld? I think we asked just about everyone we needed to. From what I've gathered, it seems like most people in the overworld are leaning towards signing the IPC's contract. We'd better hurry to the underworld and see what Natasha and Zila make of it all.
Oh boy. I mean, Swarog is essentially behind it. My disappointment is immeasurable in my days.
Yesterday. What brings you two to the underworld?
Well, my long face, I need your opinion on an important
Seems
matter.
a little out of the blue, but since you came all this way, it must be urgent. Go ahead. That is a lot of information to take in. Sorry, both of you. I know you're in a hurry, but I need a moment to think.
No stress, Nat. Just tell us what you really think.
The more honest the opinion, the better.
I've thought about it, and... well, if I were Branya, I wouldn't sign it. I won't deny the offer on the table is a very tempting one. And if we refuse, Belobog will not only have the burden of a huge debt, we may also incite the wrath of a very powerful force.
But even so, a quote I read back in school came to me just now. Those who are willing to give up freedom for security will end up with neither. Living in the underworld has taught me that this phrase is true. I'd rather trek through the frigid snow plains than live in a beautiful cage.
Wow, that's a pretty convincing argument. Another vote for the against pile. Thanks for your insight, Nat.
Oh, sweet. Oleg.
None other than the saviors of Belobog. To what do I owe the pleasure? To be honest, I'm surprised you even remembered an old geezer like me.
We would never forget you.
But I can tell by the look on your faces you're probably not dropping by to say hi.
Unfortunately, not. We need your opinion on an important matter.
Guess. Something to do with these unruly people in black showing up everywhere?
Yep.
Well, ask away. It just so happens I'm curious about them myself. Maybe I can be of some help. I see. That's a tricky situation, all right. A lot for anyone to handle, let alone someone as young as Lady Bronya.
Mr. Oleg, out of all the people we know in Belobog, you have the most life experience. What do you think we should do?
You're the oldest person we know. We need your thoughts, Grandpa.
Want to hear the truth? I'm afraid great ambitions and lofty plans no longer hold much appeal for an old-timer like me.
Oh?
If this IPC does indeed possess the magical power to restore Belobog back to its former self overnight, then I think the answer is clear. Have you considered the opposite? What about if we refuse? The reconstruction plan already sounds like an endless endeavor. And with the added burden of a massive debt, well, is that something we can manage on our own? What worries me the most is how Lady Bronya will handle the backlash from her people. Will she be able to withstand the criticism? Is she prepared to carry the weight of a tarnished reputation for years to come?
Bronya, the last Supreme Guardian.
Huh. I guess I never looked at it from that angle. I wouldn't wish that title on anyone. Thank you for your thoughts, Mr. Oleg. Another vote for the 4 pile.
Goodness. I suppose that we're looking for Svarog.
Miss March, big sister, what brings you to the underworld?
Hey there, Clara. Is Svarog not around?
Mr. Svarog went out for a walk with a lady called Topaz.
What? Topaz? Do you know where they went?
I'm not sure, but Mr. Svarog promised he'd be back soon.
What now? Svarog's super logical. We should definitely get his opinion.
Clara's opinion is just as important.
True. Don Hung's always saying that Clara's really insightful for her age.
Huh? Miss March, do you want to ask me something?
Terribly sorry to bring this upon. Well, children are the future. What world would you like to grow up in?
That's complicated. I don't know what to say.
It's all right, Clara. No pressure. Just tell us how you feel about it.
I think if we have a choice for the future, it should be everyone's decision. Because when I was playing with Hook, the moles, and the other kids, we talked about our dreams. Everyone has different dreams. If we accept Miss Topaz's offer, then doesn't that mean our dreams will never come true? Just taking away people's dreams like that. I don't know. It feels wrong.
You're right. Children see the world as a place where anything is possible. Just the thought of our lives being predestined from birth makes me shiver.
Right, because okay, that's what clicked on it for me. Why I hate the IPC so much in this. Because it's not just for the adults. It's the adults. They're looking for an easy way out, and then there are children who will follow, who also have to. Not get to, not can, have to.
Thanks, Clara. Your thoughts mean a lot to us. All that running around has worn me out. So, the final conclusion is...
Maybe.
The votes are completely even. I don't know what to do. Both sides have really compelling arguments.
And still one person left to ask.
Oh, right! We haven't asked Zila. She's probably still in the Great Mine helping the miners. Come on, let's get going.
Sela is so against them that hearing her side will be invaluable.
Back so soon? Any news? Are you feeling alright? You look a little uneasy.
Well, lots of stuff has been going on.
Important matter, huh?
Yep.
I can tell from your tone that this isn't gonna be a lighthearted chat. But I'm ready to hear it. I think I get it. At first, I thought it was just a few IPC ruffians overstepping their boundaries.
But...
Yeah, you didn't think the future of Belobog was at stake, right?
Right. I need a little time to process this.
As it stands, the votes are even. Your opinion will make all the difference.
In that case, I abstain.
What?
You have to.
I thought about it. This responsibility rests on Bronya's shoulders, not mine. No matter the choice she makes, she has far greater foresight than I do. She can see the bigger picture more clearly than I can. The vote is tied. If I were to give you my view, it would tip the scales and possibly impact her final choice. I'll respect whatever decision she makes, but it's not my place to make it for her.
And Sela's thought is, I trust Bronya. Which, aw.
Understood, Zila. This is a difficult decision to make, and everyone feels differently about it. It's times like these that a leader must stand up and do what's needed.
Oh boy.
Right. It's Branya's decision. She knows what's at stake. She won't run away from her duty. I trust her wholeheartedly.
So do we. So do we.
If she asks you, just let her know my reasoning. She'll understand.
Well, it's all in Branya's hands now. She has to make the final call.
She plays a crucial role on this world.
Right? I'm glad Belobog has someone like her in charge. The time has come. Let's go fill her in. I'm curious to see how she's handling those Klapoth ministers.
Oh. Even after everything's said and done, like, believe me, like, when the first few were like, oh yeah, let's, all for it, let's do this, I was like, okay, I guess. They've been through a lot. They've been through a lot and deserve... They've been through a lot. And don't they deserve it finally ending? But if peace means that their future isn't their own, is peace still worth it?
It's getting late. Where to now?
How much can you want of a future?
Noise.
How much would have to change? I mean, you saw her just standing in their history museum. If you recall that episode, if you could recall that video, where we took all of that time just for her to go around it and call it all worthless, essentially. Only looking upon the picture with sorrow and deeming that of any value. No. I don't think the IPC is worth all that would be given up.
Whoa, the fort's packed. I've never seen this many people here before. Oh, jeez, I can barely even hear myself think.
We're doomed! Would you speak?
March, you're back. So, what's the verdict? What do the people think?
We talked to people in both the overworld and the underworld. The final result was a tie.
I see. I suppose everyone has their own way of seeing things. I can't say I'm surprised. What was Zila's perspective on the matter?
She's behind you, whatever you decide.
I should have known. That sounds like Zila, all right.
Did you come to a conclusion with the ministers? Oh, it's so loud I can't tell what anyone's saying.
It's pretty much the same situation here. Neither party is willing to compromise. The time has come to make a decision. This chaos cannot be allowed to continue any longer.
This is so.
Enough! All of you! I know what to do.
Wait! I have something to say to the Supreme Guardian.
Mom's here.
But aren't you?
Himeko? Wait, is that the real you or a hologram?
It's the real me, March. Real as they come.
Miss Himeko from the Astral Express? It's an honor. Thank you for all your help in our previous campaign. Things might have turned out differently without your support. If we had known of your arrival beforehand, the architects would have given you a proper welcome. I'm afraid the current circumstances are quite exceptional.
I understand, Miss Rania. No need to explain. Your city is facing immense difficulties. My intention is simply to ensure that you have all the relevant intel.
Couldn't have come a bit sooner.
The life of a navigator is a busy one. You should be glad that I made it in time.
True.
There is some important information that I must pass on to you, Supreme Guardian. It is my hope that it will better equip you to make a wise and informed decision.
Information? Please tell me what you know, Miss Himeko.
Yes.
I happen to have a friend with knowledge of Topaz. What Topaz said about her home world is indeed true, which is why she believes that the IPC's takeover of Belobog is the only way of ensuring the city's survival. But there is one thing she intentionally left out. Not all worlds that have accepted the IPC's terms have been saved.
You mean?
Performing ecological reconstruction on a planet carries inevitable risks. According to the intel provided by my friend, the success rate for the ecological reconstruction of worlds using the IPC's technology is 63%.
Barely
Only
over half.
63% of planets succeed? That's not exactly comforting.
This is the overall average across all IPC projects. The success rate of projects personally handled by Topaz is above 80%. She's undoubtedly one of the most capable people in her field.
But
I wanted to bring these numbers, these probabilities, to light. I think it's only fair that you know all the facts before making a decision. Ultimately, it's up to you, Supreme Guardian, to make the final call.
I understand. Thank you, Miss Himeko. This information is of great help. Regardless of how alluring their promises may be, this contract is nothing more than a gamble. As a leader, I cannot let the future of Belobog hinge on a roll of the dice.
be they even in your favor?
Now that you've decided, I don't have to pretend to be impartial anymore. I think you're making the right choice, Branya.
Astral friends, I have an idea, but for it to work, I'll need everyone's cooperation. I need some time to rally all the residents in the city, and then I'll meet with Topaz again. Please locate her for me. It doesn't matter where she is or what she's doing. And if the IPC is still trying to take over Belobog's assets, I ask that you do everything in your power to stop them.
Don't worry. Leave it to us. We'll find her. It won't be easy dealing with her, but these two will help me get the job done.
Belobog's future is not for sale. And we'll never forget the friends who stood by us in our time of need. Not once, but twice. Stay safe, everyone.
Bronya and Japard. Can we talk here, Japard, and share your reports with the crew? He's like, Bronya, the more details, the better. Spring Guardian ordered me to garrison and Privet Town. The main guards and the automatons that we first, but then Topaz herself appeared. Some special technology that allowed her to seize control of all our automatons in an instant. It seemed Topaz. It seems that Topaz is heading for a certain area of the depths of Rivet Town. For some reason, Sarog is there too. Is he trying to go against it? No, tell me something else behind us. Not much for sure. At least we know where we can find Topaz. Yes, at least we know where we can find her. Let's go.
Japard should be waiting for us in Rivet Town, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here we go again. Back to our old stomping grounds for another adventure.
Here we go again.
It's getting late. Where to now?
I will say, I do like how they're handling like the IPC and the fact that, yeah, sometimes they can just swoop in and save the day for an entire planet's worth of people. Sometime isn't all of the time. Sometime doesn't even really count as most of the time.
The Supreme Guardian has briefed me on the situation and asked that I assist you in locating Topaz.
Mm-hmm.
Ready to enter Rivet Town? We'll go in together when everyone is set.
Alright. Let's go.
Keep your guards up. We might run into IPC agents ahead.
Destination reached.
Oh, Svarog, no.
Wow, would you look at that? Huh. I never would have guessed it'd be here. But I don't see any mech or weapons. This place is completely surrounded by mountains. Surely they can't be.
Affirmative. The weapons are concealed within the towering rock formations.
No wonder we couldn't find the automaton factory. It was right under our noses all along. Wait a minute. You said these weapons have been hidden here from the very beginning? That means the architects of Eurillo 6 never used them in their fight against the Legion.
Correct. After the IPC departed from this world more than 700 years ago, no one has possessed the necessary knowledge for activating these weapons. The architects used the IPC blueprints to construct replica automatons. However, the overwhelming majority of the combatants, commanded by Elisa Rand, were human.
I see. The stories about this world are truly captivating.
I would like to ask you a question, Topaz.
You're awful polite for a big robot. Ask. Don't be shy.
If the IPC does not intervene, this world is doomed. Are you convinced of this conclusion beyond any doubt?
Yes. I've gone through countless case studies, and they all point to the same conclusion. Any world that comes into contact with a Stellaron is doomed. On the surface, things may appear to be getting better since the Astral Express lent a helping hand. But sooner or later, the underlying problems will resurface. A looming crisis can often lie hidden beneath the illusion of prosperity, unnoticed by many.
Makes me wonder, did her world truly stay prosperous?
Understood.
Understood. That's it? You don't have any thoughts on the matter?
Emotional readings indicate that your response is sincere and accurate. That is all I wish to confirm regarding this matter. While my opinion on the future of this planet may differ from yours, it ultimately holds no weight. I am merely a tool, not a decision maker.
Huh. If only my colleagues had the same self-awareness as you. Come on, Numby. We've got some assessing to do.
Topaz disappeared after leaving Rivet Town. In her absence, her subordinates flooded in and took over.
The IPC soldiers are well equipped. It wouldn't be wise to fight them head on. Captain, what do you have in mind?
You're right, Miss Himiko. We'll be using the automaton stealth bomb to cover our tracks.
Oh?
Automaton stealth bomb?
I'll explain later. Let's get moving.
Look, down there! It's the IPC!
Keep noise to a minimum, everyone. We don't want to alert the enemy to our presence. It's time to deploy the automaton stealth bomb. Are you ready? Use the automaton stealth bomb to wipe out the IPC threats. Remember, try to avoid being noticed. Remaining hidden will increase our chances of success.
John's will be failed and written off. On a site, enemies and take one.
Oh, wow! We wiped them all out in a single explosion! That's what you call efficiency!
It's a shame we had to resort to this method, but we had no choice.
I've seen standard issue robots like these before. It's an IPC field team leader.
Correct. The exterior is similar to the Grizzly, but its weapons and armor are more advanced.
Alright.
Hopefully the automaton stealth bomb will still be effective. Let me know when you're ready.
As with everything that's been going on, I remain optimistic. Alright.
Are you ready? Use the... Remember,
Avoid line of sight. Mm-hmm.
Oh, woohoo! The coast is clear!
To be honest, I didn't think it would be so powerful. Good thing everything went according to...
And according to plan.
This is the road that Topaz took when
Dawn,
she left
hello.
Rivet Town.
Hello, hello.
Let's find her and tell her about Branya's decision.
This time, the gloves are off.
Playing some Star Rail. Old weapon testing ground. You know, with a weapon like with a name like this, I think we would have figured out what it's for.
Mr. Svarog? Are you all right? I hope Topaz and her IPC henchmen didn't hurt you.
Yeah.
Greetings, outsiders. System functions are normal. I have had no conflict with the IPC's representatives.
I thought we'd be facing off against each other for a moment.
Such a result would be highly undesirable. Topaz is ahead. She had the means to force me to comply with her orders, but chose not to. From her perspective, the only way to preserve Belobog is by incorporating it into the IPC. While I do not agree with her viewpoint, I lack the computational power to provide evidence to the contrary. While it is unlikely, I still encourage the avoidance of any potential conflicts.
Unlikely potential? Meaning there could still be conflicts.
Don't worry, March. The Express never pursues conflict as a first means. But if it comes down to it, we won't back down either. That's how it's always been.
Himiko's right. As long as we can look at ourselves in the mirror and know we did the right thing, that's all that matters.
Yes. This looks like one hell of an arena.
Why would Topaz come here? Is she looking for something?
It's possible. Many mysteries lurk beneath the surface of this world.
Will of preservation!
Let's wait and see.
Oh, hey there, slowpokes. I was starting to think you weren't gonna show up. This lady next to Miss March looks oddly familiar.
Pleasure to meet you, Miss Topaz. I'm Himiko, the Astral Express's navigator.
Oh, wow! I remember now. The illustrious Miss Himiko. Some of my colleagues dream about meeting you.
Himiko's that famous. Do I?
I'd be surprised if you didn't. Don't underestimate the reputation of the nameless out among the stars. You're following in the footsteps of the great Akabilly after all.
I'm pleased to see how well everyone's been getting along. Topaz, based on your greeting, I presume you have a good grasp of the current situation?
Of course! The deadline has already passed, but Branya still hasn't signed the contract. I think I can guess what's holding her back.
Please, don't misunderstand us, Miss Topaz. We have no intention of opposing the IPC or its board of directors, but we have very dear friends on Eurilla 6. Standing idly by and watching them sign an unfair contract goes against everything the Nameless are about.
Miss Himeko, sorry for interrupting, but this doesn't sound like a negotiation.
We needn't waste our time, March. She made her decision 10 minutes ago.
There's no fooling the Astral Express. You're absolutely right. Differing views don't necessarily mean one person is right and the other is wrong. However, to keep things moving forward, there's usually only one solution.
Who says that's your solution?
My superiors have granted me the approval I need.
Approval for what? Your vacation?
I wish. So many eager faces. I won't keep you in the dark any longer. Approval to launch an attack on the members of the Astral Express.
I'm sorry, what?
The best kept secret to getting something over the line? Always be ready to turn the tables. Go, Numby.
Nice to know that we consistently cannot trust the government.
Projects under my wing have no room for error.
Repay! You chose the wrong enemy.
Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
The times are changed.
It's so rude, all of them.
Heaven surge. Rise!
You won't get away.
Let's settle this.
The strength. Heaven surge. Break!
I have something for you.
I underestimated you.
Heaven surge. Rise!
I'll see you off.
The strength.
Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
Heaven surge. Break! I sense a storm. Heaven surge. Rise!
Time for an overhaul.
Nothing major.
The strength. Awaken dormant scales. World cleansing dragon.
I'll see you off. Bloom.
Do not fret. Heaven surge. Break!
Perhaps you still don't understand. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Eternal sleep is not the end. The dead return!
I have something for you.
Lance at the ready.
You chose the wrong enemy.
I sense a storm.
Sorry, bit distracted.
I'm on guard.
I'll see you off.
The strength.
Perhaps you still don't understand. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Awaken, dormant scales. World cleansing dragon. Heaven surge. Break.
You won't get away.
Bloom.
Nice teamwork. Lance ablaze! Lance forward! You've got a lot of nerve.
Heaven surge. Rise.
Eternal state. Dead return!
I have something for you.
Oh.
Perhaps you still don't understand. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
I'm on guard. You won't get away.
Let's settle this.
Awaken, the world cleansing dragon.
I'm going silent. I was in focus mode.
You've got a lot of nerve. Okay. Lance at the ready.
Nothing major. Receive divinity.
Much obliged.
God damn it.
The strength.
Perhaps you still don't understand. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Lance ablaze. Lance forward. You won't get away.
I have something for you.
Eternal state. Dead return!
Oh boy.
Heaven surge. Rise.
Bloom.
There we go. Like, every so often I'll forget that I can heal.
Receive divinity.
Nice teamwork. You've got a lot of nerve.
Awaken, dormant scale. World cleansing dragon.
Perhaps you still don't. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Heaven surge. Break.
Bugger off. Freaking bastard.
Incredible. No wonder the Astral Express is so highly regarded. Finished warming up? Now it's my turn.
Stop! All of you, put down your weapons.
Branya! You're here just in time. Things were about to get out of control.
Supreme Guardian. I was starting to wonder whether you'd left the Express crew to fend for themselves. That would hardly be becoming of you.
I would never do such a thing. There was an important matter that required my attention.
More important than this?
Yes. I think you'll understand the significance once you see it. In short, I need you to help us evaluate our current progress.
Help you? That's interesting. I was under the impression you'd already decided to obstruct our operations here.
I have read your letter word for word, Miss Topaz. And your childhood experiences truly touched me. Your hometown once experienced a similar catastrophe to Yarillo 6. So I can understand your perspective on the issue and the position you have taken. It's because of this empathy you have that I still hold out a glimmer of hope. Despite all that's happened, I hope we can still find common ground through peaceful means.
I have to admit, talking to you is always such a pleasure. I apologize for my behavior just now. It was, inappropriate. I admire your determination. Seeing as we've come, this far, I've changed my mind. I'll hold off a little longer and see what you have to show me. But remember, winning over the higher-ups won't be easy.
I understand. That's why I've been taking things one step at a time. The first step was changing your mind. Members of the Express, we'll need your help too.
I'm willing to help Branya with anything. And I'm very curious at what she's got. What fancy trick she's got under her sleeve. You know, for a moment I thought that the path that they were going to take is we never used this stuff that you gave us the technology for. It's completely worthless, essentially. That you never returned for it is a loss on your end.
This district. Have you been here before?
Yes. This is where we put an end to it all.
And then began again.
That's right. Kyle, sorry for the delay. Are we clear to proceed?
The path ahead is clear, Madam Guardian. You and your companions can proceed north without hindrance.
Excellent. The mountain road ahead is a little treacherous. Watch your step. Let's go.
What is this place? We've never been here before, right?
We've only recently discovered this domain. Let's keep moving forward. What I want to show you is just ahead.
Oh boy.
Look. The people of Belobog have not given up. I just want to give them a chance. Do you two recognize that broken down machine over there?
It's the one. The engine of creation.
I thought you might.
I was gonna say, it's our friendly robot.
Miss Topaz, I know you've done a lot of research into Belobog. I was wondering if there was any information on the engine of creation in your records?
Not at all. Which is why I find it so incredible. Such a massive feat of engineering, yet there's not a single mention of it in any of the Strategic Investment Department's reports.
I may know the reason why. The engine of creation was constructed solely by the people of Belobog, without any external assistance. The project was led by the first Supreme Guardian, Alyssa Rand. While warriors fought on the front lines, the engineers worked tirelessly behind the scenes, designing and constructing it.
So what you're saying is the engine of creation was a weapon constructed by the Belabogians themselves?
Yes, but not entirely. The engine of creation was commissioned for combat shortly after its completion, and played a significant role in the battles against the Legion. But Alyssa Rand had a long-term vision, one that nobody anticipated. For a long time, this feat of engineering was codenamed the Geological Reconstruction Unit. It was actually given a much grander purpose: to help the Belabogians rebuild their homeland and restore their world to its former glory, after driving away all those who threatened it.
Remarkable. A vision that would transcend both time and generations of Belabogians. Madame Rand was truly an inspiring leader. Not to take away from the Supreme Guardian in front of me. She's quite the inspiring leader as well.
Thank you. But I didn't really do anything. All I did was bring the people of Belobog together and make them aware that our hard-earned freedom was under immense threat once again. If we want to preserve this freedom, we must act and show those who doubt us that we, Belobog, have the will and the ability to control our own destiny. The outcome of our mobilization speaks for itself. The children of Belobog have made their decision. They have chosen to preserve this homeland with their own two hands.
I must say, I didn't anticipate this at all. I'll fight for this opportunity for you, Branya. I shouldn't have conflated your own circumstances with my childhood. That was a serious lapse of judgment on my part. My world never had a resolute leader, so people gave up on the idea of saving themselves long ago. But your civilization has persisted through the snow and storms for 700 years. A truly admirable feat.
Then, are you willing to retract your previous decision? As for the debt, we'll find a way to gradually repay it. But it'll take some time.
Unfortunately, the acquisition of Urilla 6 is a strategic decision that's been approved by the IPC's top brass. Even if I wanted to overturn it, convincing them would be extremely difficult. Unless...
Don't worry, Miss Topaz. Myself and all of the nameless aboard the Astral Express are willing to vouch for this world.
Of course.
Fantastic. That might just work. As for the reports and potential accountability, I'll handle it.
All's well that ends well, I suppose.
I was worried things were gonna get ugly again. A peaceful solution is always the best solution. Speaking of solutions, are they repairing that giant robot? The one we fought against? I remember you took control of it and helped us defeat Cocolia.
Wonder if we'll have time to celebrate the Soulworm Festival.
Right, I totally forgotten. That's the whole reason we came here in the first place. Well, looks like everyone in the city's helping with construction. Doubt there'll be much time for celebrating. Still, look on the bright side. We got to meet a top IPC executive. The trip wasn't a complete waste, right?
Not a complete one.
You know, I'd heard you and March speak highly of the Supreme Guardian before, but seeing her methods firsthand left me in awe. We should also be glad that Ms. Topaz is the one in charge of the Eurilla 6 project. If it were someone else from the Strategic Investment Department, things might have gotten complicated.
You mean to... Yes, didn't make things complicated enough.
Tells me you really don't understand the Strategic Investment Department. Let's talk about this later, when you're back on the Express. You and March must be tired after such an incredible journey. It's time you got some well-deserved rest.
Miss Topaz, you mentioned accountability.
Don't worry, it's nothing I can't handle. There are more important things than titles and ranks. Finding the best solution is what matters most.
They got your pay?
If that's what they want to do, then so be it. I've long passed the stage of working just for money.
Thank you so much for all you've done. I never thought we'd drag the Express into a crisis again. Much less one that might cause a rift between you and the IPC.
A rift? I wouldn't go that far. Also, it's me who's mostly to blame. I didn't keep my subordinates in check. 17. Oh! I think I might know who you're talking about. You could say he's a special case. For most people, the interview process is much shorter.
Glad we're able to discuss some lighter topics. Well, you all need some rest after everything you've been through. I've arranged rooms for you all at the Goethe Hotel. Miss Topaz, if you need somewhere comfortable to stay.
I appreciate the offer, but I need to head back and deliver my reports. It's been great getting to know you both. I hope we can work together again in the future. Only next time under better circumstances.
Why don't you head over to the Goethe Hotel and relax for a bit? Miss Topaz and I still have a few matters to discuss. I'm sorry you didn't get to experience the festival atmosphere this time around. I promise. I'll make it up to you all next time.
Hey, are you up to, Mr. Firstman? As far as I see, the pilot's preparation is a big project that concerns all of Belobog. I can just sit around doing nothing. I might not be as tough as I was in my younger days. I've spent decades in the mines, and I'm more than capable of guiding the youngins. Well, last night, what came to me when it by the show here, but there's a gift from her to tell me so let's just leave the past in the past. How's the project going? How should I put it? You see, the machine is massive and its composition is complicated. And with our best efforts, there's no way we can fix it in just a day or two. Plus, who knows how long we can keep up this momentum. At least now, this old man can do something useful for me. That's enough for me. Now that I've contributed to this great cause, I won't have any regrets. Good move. Here, hide, see the blue sky. Bit of an overcast day, but I know what you mean. When the channels between overworld and underworld are reopened, I no longer have to worry about Hook's future. It's all I've ever wanted in my life, and now it's happening. How can Speaking of Hook, she's livelier than ever since she breathed in the fresh air of the overworld. Ever since she's been tinkering with a potable communicator or something. She even showed me the moving picture inside. Can't people are always quick to do enhanced stuff. I'm planning to enroll her in public school in Billabong so she can learn more and broaden her horizons. One day she'll have to leave my care and become a reliable adult. Something I never dared to imagine before. Wonder what path she'll take in the future. It would be great if she could make it into cadet school. All graduates from there have promising futures. Take care. Regarding the year ahead is closed. Pay. Those mountains in the distance. They're not even as tall as the robot. No idea how long it'll take to fix a robot that large. I wonder if I'll even get to see the day. I'm not trying to slack off. Please don't tell me. That reason just selected. It's out of order. If you're experiencing issues with your phone, such as lagging or reading systems, it can help you upgrade your system. Function. What kind of upgrade are you talking about? Yeah, this would use technology. I'm the only person on this planet who can access it. Can't really do much. You can try to use it for yourself. The track was Astral Express runs. You have no idea. This instructions earlier from Hazard that there was going to be brought portable communicators and Tesla's phones to this planet. But apparently they don't care about customer service at all. How responsible that's why you have to see here to prevent this. Transfer it straight from the IBC's headquarters to your device. Wait, I didn't think about it. Just, I'm trying to provide more reliable warranty services for the locals. These folks take forever to even unlock their phones. Without professional guidance like mine, they fall prey to all sorts of sneaky auto-pay services. What's up? Are you sticking around? Someone has to look at all these phones. You charge as little as possible. The clean wires can't hear anything. Isn't that a good thing? How to solve the issue with phones? Well, fine, I can tell you. Just keep it between us. As far as you know, the major operating systems are developed and maintained by the IPC. To save computing power, the IPC marks the devices as discarded if their system hasn't been updated in a long time. As a result, the owners of the devices can enjoy the latest features or optimizations. Locals may experience issues such as lagging or overheating on their phones, but simply because they don't know how to upgrade the system. So you're planning on making a fortune out of this? Hey, that's hardly the case at all. I swear, I was telling the truth. To be honest, even a simple system upgrade can be an exclusive gimmick on a remote planet as this. Please just don't tell anyone. Director Topaz threw the book at those troublemakers in the underworld. I'm just a phone tinkerer who hasn't done anything but put the ears in harmful habit. This thing for now, new for you. Some question about the IPC. When you make a Topaz, your Topaz, employee, everyone, she's still loves her work. Most importantly, has a kind heart. I think she's probably the least terrible among the 11 directors in my department. How many planets are indebted? I can't say for sure. I don't have any statistics. However, I have a marketing department focused on bringing new planets into the galactic market. Sometimes these planets will borrow startup from us, dreaming of becoming major players in the galaxy in an amber era or two. Those planets bite off more than they can chew, and they often end up becoming targets for my department. Trade secret. What's the secret about it? Can't spill the beans on that one until the off limits of the IPC. However, they will be fired. I mean, fired. It's not that I'm trying to keep it from you. Go ask anyone else. They'll give you the same answer. Alright. See you. Excuse me while I create some distance. Something that can really only be appreciated from way the hell over here. Things have been achieved. So it seems. Looks like the sun's rising. Let's head onward.
It's getting late. Where to now?
I've been wondering, how did you figure out what was happening here on Belobog, Himeko?
Well, you know, keeping an eye on the crew is just another part of a navigator's job.
March was looking forward to the Soul Warm Festival for ages. Looks like she's missed her chance. This time. I never thought this trip would be so... tiring. Time for bed.
In light of the events that have transpired, we will be taking the following disciplinary measures against you. Your rank will be demoted from P45 to P44 with corresponding adjustment to your basic salary. All bonuses for the current cycle will be revoked, including stock options and performance bonuses. You will need to submit an additional report regarding this incident to Diamond. If you have any objections to this penalty, you may also file an appeal in writing.
I have no objections.
Understood. Is there anything else anyone would like to add? If there are no further remarks, this meeting is concluded.
You only got demoted one rank? Phew, you dodged a bullet there. Pretty big project to mess up on. Someone must be looking out for you. Oh, they've already left the call. Ugh, this voice changer is driving me crazy.
Let me turn it off.
Aventurine, why are you still on the line?
Hey, what's with the hostility? It's not like I'm your boss. Oh, wait. I guess I am now. My apologies. I'm still getting used to my new place in the hierarchy.
Can I help you? If you've got something to say it already.
Oh, nothing important. Just checking in on you. I told you Eurillo 6 would be a high-risk, low-reward case. Why do you even bother? In our line of work, having a kind heart can be more of a liability than an asset. If you're not careful, you'll end up leading yourself down a dead-end road.
Anything else? If not, I'm hanging up.
Wait, hold on a minute. Don't hang up. I get it. You're not in the mood for this conversation right now. Okay. How about this? Something that might interest you. While you were enjoying your playtime on Eurillo 6, Diamond was busy taking care of the head honcho of the Building Material Logistics Department. That's why he didn't attend today's meeting.
Terravan?
That's right. The renowned Terravan. One of the 7 board members. He's throwing his support behind us instead of the Marketing Development Department for once. Oswaldo won't be laughing anymore. Diamond's been a great help to both of us. Your antics on such a crucial day can't exactly have painted the Strategic Investment Department in a good light, you know? Since you get the point, let's get down to business. I'm currently at Pier Point. There's a major deal that could affect the whole department. I just so happen to need a reliable project manager for the job. What do you say, old friend?
Huh. And what prompted the mighty Aventurine to start collaborating with others?
Penacony. What else?
What?
That's right. Now that's the kind of reaction I was hoping for.
Hold on a minute. Diamond picked you for this project? I was expecting someone like Opal or Obsidian to handle it. At least someone higher than rank P46.
Honestly, who knows? The family has some pretty questionable characters. If you ask me, doing business with them is a lost cause. But as we both know, the IPC does more than just business deals. Guess it's my time to shine. So, how about it? This is a rare opportunity. Consider it. You never know, you might even be able to make up for your blunder on your Eurillo 6.
I'll get back to you later. Seems like it's just one wild ride after another.
She doesn't necessarily seem to like what she has to do.
I hope I made the right decision this time. This snow is mesmerizing.
Nope.
25 spots.
Ignore that. Oh boy. Sunny deeds beget rainy needs. Hello, is this his own? Yes. Who are you? Anyway, please allow me to introduce myself. I'm Wilder from the Intergalactic Police Corporation Strategic Department. I'd like to meet you to recommend you a video game. Another promotion. Encourage other ways for promotions. Even since text messages is still the best way to report with people. Now, please allow me to get back to the introduction. AAA, cultural brand, IPC market department. Is that good? It's like you're throwing big words out there. One of our blockbusters, after all. Arceum Wars is a card collection game, but it's nothing like the ordinary trading card games you imagine. Is there gonna be another trading card game in these? Doesn't sound as fun. It's cosmic warfare. Cosmic war, seriously. It's nowhere near as interesting as the Time Wars. Anyway, if you're interested, feel free to come to Rooktown. Sure, flight will be on the festival. It's a great offline carnival for fans. Maybe. I'll go over when I have time. No problem. I'll be here waiting. This time. Okay, well. I'm just a little, these bugs. And then using it became candlelight, just getting yourself, you know what I mean. And you see this? This is the entrance. Try accessing it. Event. Final trial. 7 domains. Try this one first. Curio. Not one of damage. Breaking this response. Yep. Curious. Oh. Okay, this entrance will not unlock seemingly entries. That's fine. After smashing destructible objects, there's a high chance of attaining a curio. This one's up. Okay. Will further increase the chance of destructible objects appearing and doubling. So they're really good pairing. And sure, got a bit of time. A bit of time. I cannot remember what is elation does. Follow-up attacks. Yeah. There. Both of them have a follow-up attack. So there. Just get more carries from the reverse. No, it's perfect. I just can't fix myself anymore. It's up to you. Why did you edit? He's like, can't get destroyed anymore. Why don't you give it a go? You can get endless curios and help me gain even more. And the worst that can happen is losing HP. It's significant. Thanks, bye. Ah, okay. Okay, blessings equal in number. Let's use this. Alright, here.
Receive divinity.
Unnecessary.
You chose the wrong enemy. Bloom. Repay.
Relax. You impede me. Your end approaches.
May as well kill them all.
I'm always so torn on the combat here.
Stand still.
Cause it's just like, I mean, it's not bad, but
Say bye to breathe.
You chose them.
I'm just so used to combat where it's like you have control. Like you have complete control. Okay, and the same character acts instinctively, either attacking character, there's a chance of recovering a skill point. Sure, why not? I was gonna say, the path that I'm walking is elation.
Relax. Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
The times are changed.
And that is a mild problem.
Conflict requires undivided focus.
Minimum.
I will dispatch you.
Stand still.
Bloom.
May as well kill them all.
Finally. Got something for elation.
Awaken the world-cleansing dragon.
Relax.
That paradise, savor it for me.
Alright, stay with that paradise.
Receive divinity.
Blade commands it.
A blade knows no mercy. The fight is set.
Heaven surge. Rise!
As well as lowering their speed. Alright, we continue onward. Was it Nihility? Yeah. Oh, it's elation. Ooh. That's fun.
Let's wait and see.
Does that hurt?
Repay. Don't
Good
get
times
complacent.
never last. Time to say bye. Boom.
Awaken dormant scales. World-cleansing dragon.
Savor it for me.
I savor the cake.
Eternal sleep. The dead return!
Stand still.
I will dispatch you. Your end approaches.
May as well kill them all.
He sent a storm. Heaven surge. Break!
Relax.
Right, whenever you restore health, there's a chance. And when they attack, they restore
I'll
health.
see you off.
Say bye to breathing.
A blade knows no mercy.
Stand still.
This one's all. Four stacks of fighting spirit. Let's move to attack by 3%, defense by 3%. Yeah, sure, why not? Fighting spirit's always nice. Cosmic fragments. Just choosing your blessings during battle actually.
What a hit the cloud saw. What a hit the cloud saw. What a hit the cloud saw.
Oh, so close. I did get a bit turned around, especially with everything popping up. Apparently I succeeded. Basic. Bountiful. Ooh, attack. Precious. There's the chance to apply all weaknesses to the same types. Ooh. And enhances 5 blessings. That one's nice, but this one's nicer.
I'll see you off.
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
You chose the wrong enemy. Bloom. Unnecessary. Eternal state. Dead return!
Eternal dead return.
The times are changed.
Finally, I'm getting elation.
Let's wait and see.
Doubles. So many things enhance. Critical boost. What is critical boost? Whole attack increases energy regeneration. Break efficiency. Restore health. Restore health. Reach dot. Takes damage on dot. Time. Extends duration. Applies freeze. The character freezes right after the next. Crit rate. Effect hit rate. Glancing upon members. 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Present enemies. Chance based on situation. So let's get priced on an enemy. There's a 100% base chance to apply to just Deidre. Treasure Deidre. Enhanced. Characters hit or losing health. The character in foot stacks of fighting. Mission going on. Characters with that with the ultimate. Their ultimate. Ultimate is a base chance to play. I didn't need that, sorry, whoops. Characters take less damage.
Awaken dormant scales. World cleansing dragon. Stay focused.
Eternal sleep. The dead return!
That paradise, savor it for me.
Right. Ultimates are considered follow-up, and follow-ups do ultra damage.
On my command.
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
Stay focused.
weakest. Time to finish this! We're not done yet. This ends here!
Got a lot of stuff.
Inevitable. Nothing major. Will you surprise me? The fight is set.
Stand still.
I will dispatch you.
Wow. Oh. Abundance, destruction. Characters is below 50. Just action toward. Don't worry. But maybe there's a up to increase say last time seeing the universe storage functions zero rating and use codes errors and to verify. But you see how crazy the mirror leak data. Change just a short artery. I can save? It's just an example, something like that. Oh, I forgot current exploration has been saved. Pressure. Cool. Defenders. Countdown timer 6 seconds. Boss enemies in front will have their special battle mechanics. Save time to not be deleted.
Don't get complacent. Eternal sleep is not the end. The dead return!
Awaken, world-cleansing dragon.
That paradise, savor it for me.
Bloom. Repay.
Say bye to breathing. Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
There will rarely be times where my existence is this powerful. Just on the day-to-day.
Surge. Rise!
Stand still.
Awaken the world-cleansing dragon.
A blade knows no mercy. Your end approaches.
Ah, first time blade gets to attack.
The world that they promised.
Good times never last. Time to say bye. Boom.
Eternal sleep. The dead return!
I'm just hearing things, I'm seeing numbers.
May as well kill them all. Relax.
Heaven surge. Break.
Oh, it finally went down one.
I will dispatch you. Fail to send you. Savor it for me.
Say bye to breathing. Stand still.
He sent a storm. Heaven surge. Rise! The strength. Awaken dormant scales. World cleansing dragon.
say bye. Boom.
The times are changed. On my command, stay focused. In the name of preservation!
I underestimated you. Eternal sleep.
The dead return!
The fight is set. Fail to center.
Let's settle this.
Stand still. Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
I sense a storm. Heaven surge. Rise!
Relax.
On my command! Time to finish this! Awaken, dormant scales. World-cleansing dragon.
That paradise, savor it for me.
Okay.
Repay.
This ends here!
Eternal sleep.
The dead return!
You impede me.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Good times. Never left. Time to say bye. Boom.
Grace. Heaven surge. Break.
Stand still.
Oh my gosh. That is crazy. I got 97,000. 200,000. That's apparently the total. That's for every 10,000. So you get to 200,000 and then every 10,000 afterwards. Counts towards this. What has been achieved? Deal 300,000 damage. In a single action, else has been chased. The rail unto the stars. Help Drilla and Bellabug solve their enormous crisis again in the future market. The universe in a nutshell. Have 10 or more blessings of elation. That's the little daily thing. This is a lot more interesting than I thought it was. There are more. Anyhow, I'll probably continue doing the planetary infinity on my own time. Much like anything that has to do with the simulated universe. And then Ethereum Wars. That will be for next time. Until then. Yeah, nothing demanding attention.